Jason Monticelli, or excuse me, this is the Bill Jones touchdown. And Bill galloping into the end zone. And that made the score at that point 6-6. A great run by Bill Jones, a 39-yard run. And the Red Raiders came right back to take the lead in the first half on a run by Ryan McCarthy. And McCarthy with the big score there, and that is where we are at this point, 12-6. The one score that we did not show you was Jason Monticelli's 2-yard run. That was the first touchdown. And the Red Raiders lead it 12-6. And we're about set to kick it off here in the second half. And the up man, Jones, will get it. Jones trying to get some room, shakes one tackle. And again, a tough man to bring down. Getting in on the initial stop was Tom Lacombe. And Lacombe was able to slow Jones down a little bit. So the Larrys will take over first and 10.
Kick it over.
And they are down by 6. As we mentioned, an absolutely gorgeous evening for football here at Mike Nicholas Field. We are live. If you're just joining us, we are just barely underway here in the second half. And oh my, apparently a huge penalty against the Red Raiders after the play. And the St. Lawrence Central Larrys now have wonderful field position as the ball has been marched up to the 43-yard line of the Red Raiders. And that is where the Larrys will take over first and 10. Toby Gilbert is at quarterback for the Larrys. And the handoff goes to Richie Arquette on the carry. Arquette is able to pick up about, well, we'll say 3 yards, so it'll be second down and 7 for the Larrys. Larry's on the move, getting some help from the penalty. Gilbert. A handoff to Jones, and Jones with a head of steam gets excellent yards and appears to have the first down as Jones is able to cross the 30 to about the 29-yard line for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. And Bill Jones, you get a look at Jones, he is going to be the key man for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys this season. He had a great season last year. A utility man for this team. But in order to gain yardage like that, you have to have a good offensive line, and that's the way the Larrys have played it. The handoff there. And Larry's opening up a nice hole, and Richie Arquette on the carry, and he picks up a few more. So it'll be now second down and about 3 to 3.5 yards for the Larrys. St. Lawrence Central coming out fired up here in the second half. We're at 10:28 remaining to play in the third. Gilbert. The give is to Jones, and Jones. And he breaks to the outside for big yardage, and Jones is down to the 5-yard line. Bill Jones. Coming over, looked like Jason Monticelli in on the tackle for the Red Raiders. But Jones, and he has really been able to turn up a head of steam getting around to the outside. Just a great run by Bill Jones. And a timeout on the field with 10:15 remaining to play. Red Raiders up by 6, back after this. Northern Athletic Conference football. The Massena Red Raiders and the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. 10:15 remaining to play in the third quarter. We also would like to welcome Coca-Cola to our broadcast. Gilbert at quarterback. A handoff to Jones, and Jones is tackled immediately. Great tackle by John Rochford for the Massena Red Raiders. And Jones not an easy man to bring down, but a shoestring grab by Rochford. So Jones not picking up a whole lot right there. It'll be second down and goal to go. No gain on the play. Ball resting at the 6-yard line. Gilbert tries to hand it off to the first man through, and the Red Raiders coming up tough here, down by the goal line. So, third down. And it looks like maybe that the Larrys lost about a yard on the play, and the Larrys have called a timeout. So using a big timeout here. 12-6 our score. Raiders up on top. Back after this.
You will drive in and out with confidence at Compo's Quick Lube, 327 East Orvis Street in Massena. Oil, filter, and lube, and a 13-point check for just $18.69 plus tax. Compo's Quick Lube also offers transmission, filter, and oil change, starting at $49. And Compo's Quick Lube sells and installs Marymount exhaust with a lifetime guarantee on the pipe and muffler. Compo's Quick Lube also services brakes, struts, and shocks. You can be Compo's Quick Lube, 327 East Orvis Street in Massena.
Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. Temperature about 65 degrees. The winds are calm. You couldn't ask for any better weather for Northern Athletic Conference football. Red Raiders up on top, 12-6 over the Larrys, but the Larrys are threatening. Third down and goal to go. Gilbert at quarterback. The handoff to Jones. Jones trying to find room on the outside. He draws a crowd, and the Red Raiders continue to keep on coming. And great defense by the Massena Red Raiders to keep Jones from turning the corner. So, the defense for the Red Raiders coming up big here. And the Larrys find themselves going in the wrong direction again. So it'll be fourth and goal, and the ball is resting clear back at around, we'll say about the 12-yard line. Larrys trying to play catch-up here. They are down by 6 with 8:38 remaining to play in the third. Gilbert is back to pass. He is looking, and he finds a man. Gets down to about the 2-yard line. Richie Arquette. He did have a man out in front of him. Greg Huco was out in front of him. But Arquette not able to turn the corner, but the Larrys have got the Red Raiders down at their own, we'll call it about the 2-yard line. So the Red Raiders with their backs to their goal line here. And here is where their running game will have to shine. Larry's hoping to be able to contain them, maybe cause a fumble. Gilbert at quarterback for the Red Raiders. From their own 2. The handoff. Jason Monticelli trying to get some running room. Monticelli maybe picked up about 2 or 3 on the play, but at least it gives the Red Raiders some running room out there. So it'll be second down at about, we'll call it 7 or 8. I know somebody at home is saying, which is it? Well, we'll call it 8. So second down and 8, 8:02 remaining to play in the third. A great crowd on hand here at Mike Nicholas Field. There you get a good look at the offensive squad of the Massena Red Raiders. Hubert. The handoff. This time it appears to have gone to number 45, Scott LePage. And the Larrys playing tough out there. Just a beautiful night here at Mike Nicholas Field. You get a look at the St. Lawrence Central Larrys defense. We hope you're enjoying our telecast here on Edwards Production Sports of Northern Athletic Conference Football. And now a penalty being marked off. So the Red Raiders now will have plenty of room to work with, and they will also get a first down to boot. So, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. And the ball rests close to the 20-yard line of the Red Raiders. Clock is running with 7:10 remaining in the third. So the Red Raiders will continue this drive. Monticelli goes in motion. The give looks like it was to LePage. And LePage on the carry. LePage picks up about 3 yards on the play. Great sports to come here on Edwards Production Sports all fall long. We have girls swimming, boys and girls high school soccer. And, of course, we've got great high school football from the Northern Athletic Conference. Great sports, great action on Edwards Production Sports. Hubert, the handoff. LePage has it. And LePage possibly picked up a yard on the play. We'll have to wait and see where they spot it. At any rate, it will be 3rd down for the Red Raiders and about 5 to go for a Red Raider first down. Red Raiders have been pretty successful so far on this drive, even though they are still in their own territory. They started at their own 2-yard line. There you see our score on the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard. Red Raiders have the lead by 6 over the Larrys. And jumping offside will be number 78, Ralph LePage, for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. We'll have to see if he was drawn off or not, but apparently not, as the officials are going to mark off some yards here. And we'll have to wait and see. There is an official coming to the sideline here, checking something. We'll have to wait and see. And they are going to bring the chains out. And we'll have to see what this is all about. Again, we hope you're enjoying our live coverage of Northern Athletic Conference football from Mike Nicholas Field here in Massena, New York. Our opening contest here on Edwards Production Sports, the Massena Red Raiders and the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. We have 5:37 remaining to play in the third quarter. It's Massena on top, 12-6. And the penalty being marked off. Red Raiders will be just shy, I believe, of a first down. There you get a look at Coach Tim Hayes of the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. As we mentioned before, Tim is in his sixth season at St. Lawrence Central. Yes, even announcers have a hard time talking. Red Raiders, 3rd and inches. And they will get the first down. Scott LePage is forward motion. Will get it for him. So 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders as they will move the chains once again. So the running game for the Red Raiders is alive and well in Massena. And this running game has been the nucleus of their offense in years gone by. And remember, this Red Raider drive started at their own 2-yard line. McCarthy comes in motion. The pitch back to Monticelli. Monticelli getting outside and getting some room. Monticelli is down the sideline. One man to beat here. And finally, number 42, Matt Jock, is able to catch up to him. Toby Gilbert was in pursuit, but a good block by a Red Raider player, and Monticelli was able to continue on, and Jason Monticelli with some huge yardage there. And we'll watch it again on the replay. And you'll get a look at it again. Here's Monticelli. Gilbert coming around, but somebody comes along, or else Gilbert slipped. Monticelli down the sideline, and here's a chance right here for LaPrade, and he can't quite get to him. And finally catching up to him and putting him down, number 42, Matt Jock. So, the Red Raiders on the move here. The handoff. Here's McCarthy, and McCarthy gets some room. So McCarthy with a big gain on the play as well. Tommy Gowan on the tackle. So it'll be second down and about 8. Excuse me, I'll call it second and about 6. I'll take a look at that again. 2nd and 6 for the Raiders. Again, this drive started at their own 2-yard line. Monticelli again. This time, Jason not able to quite turn the corner. And he is picked off there. So the Red Raiders again threatening. And this drive, a good one. So that'll be 3rd down at about 3 yards to go. Red Raiders are on the move here. And very close to another score. Hubert at quarterback. Monticelli in motion. The give is to Monticelli. And he is tackled there. Monticelli with the long arm reach. And in on the tackle, number 42, Matt Jock for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. Couple of replacements coming into the game. Number 68, Garth Hogan comes in the game, as does number 70, Brian Sparks. Coming out of the game, number 34, Richie Arquette, and number 78, Ralph LePage, are out of the game. And take a rest on the sideline as they bring the chains in for another measurement. As Bill Jones looking like he's lobbying for something here. And the Raiders just shy of yet another first down. So it'll be 4th down. And, well, close to a little inside a yard, maybe a half a foot for a first down. But the Red Raiders have been flying along here, and I just can't get over this drive. It started at their own 2-yard line. Probably the biggest event happening of this drive is the run by Jason Monticelli, as he was able to get around to the outside. So here we go. The handoff. LePage on the carry, and it's going to be close. Larry's rising to the occasion there. There you get a look at Scott LePage. And LePage, he has carried the ball a number of times tonight for the Red Raiders. And they are looking once again, and they may call for another measurement. It is very close, and that is what they're going to do. They are going to bring the chains out, make another measurement. Scott LePage, 5 foot 10 inches, 220 pounds. That is a tough man to bring down. And the Larrys hold. So a great stand by the defense, but it also, we got to look at the fact that the Red Raiders made a great run. The drive starting at their own 2-yard line, but the defense rising to the occasion. And this is what Coach Tim Hayes wanted to see this season out of the Larrys. So good defense out there as you get a look at some of the crowd here at Mike Nicholas Field in Massena. Coming off the field, we get a look at number 42, Matt Jock. And it looked like number 64, Aaron Wonke. Gilbert. And the handoff gets inside. Looked like number 34, Richie Arquette, on the carry, trying to get a little room for the Larrys. If you're just joining us, we have 2:30 remaining to play in the third quarter. Our score, the Red Raiders 12 and the St. Lawrence Central Larry 6. I'm Jamie Davis. You're watching Northern Athletic Conference football on Edwards Production Sports. Our first game of the 1996 football season, and we've got some dandies for you coming up here on Edwards Production Sports. Gilbert is back to pass. He is looking long, and it is almost intercepted. The pass was intended for number 41, Greg Villeneuve, but number 31, Ryan McCarthy, almost getting himself a key interception for the Red Raiders. There you get a look at the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard. Red Raiders up on top, 12-6. We hope you're enjoying our live coverage of Northern Athletic Conference football. Great live sporting events still to come here on Edwards Production Sports this fall. Gilbert. He is looking to pass again. Gilbert is going long. He's looking downfield. The pass looked like it was intended for Jeff LaPrade, number 30, but a little too far, and Gilbert with the cannon arm, unable to connect. So, the Larrys, there, Jeff LaPrade. Seeing some new names out there in the 1996 season. Of course, the Red Raiders returning a lot of veterans this season after having a young squad last year. So Jones is back to punt. Jones able to get it away just barely, a rush by Stephen Gardner, and it takes a Raider bounce. Larry's finally able to catch up with the Mexican jumping bean football that took a Red Raiders bounce there. Break of the action, 1:51 remaining to play. Red Raiders up by 6, back after this.
What's really interesting about insurance is the people that you deal with. And when you come to a place like this institution, they've got a job to do. They want to go on and be sure that tomorrow will be there. What you do is provide certainty. And so you allow the business to go forward. You provide a comfort level. That's what insurance is all about.
Jason Monticelli on a carry, and a big one. And Monticelli may be off to the races, but he's caught just before he gets in. But maybe he did make it. He did. Touchdown. Jason Monticelli just barely getting across the goal line for the touchdown. So Monticelli on one play for the Red Raiders on this drive with 1:40 remaining to play. Now make it 18-6 in favor of the Red Raiders. Jason Monticelli, and he has had the ball quite a bit tonight for the Red Raiders. And I was a little unsure of that touchdown because he must have just barely got across that line when he was tackled. No matter, it's a touchdown, and they will go for 2. Here's Hubert looking. Rochford out in front of him, but it is good. And Hubert able to duck inside the corner and able to get the 2-point play. So it is now 20-6. So the Red Raiders, 2 times in a row, just barely getting across that line, are able to pick up the 2-point play. The first conversion of any kind tonight. We'll take a look at it again on the replay. And Jason Monticelli just stumbling and rumbling along, and he gets across the line just as the tackle hit, but it is good for a Red Raider touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Red Raiders have the lead by 14. So, the score, 20-6 on the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard with 1:40 remaining to play in the third. And the Red Raiders will kick it off. And back to get it. It appears to be number 32, Felix. And Joe Felix, fumble. They pounce on it. We'll have to wait and see. And it looks like the Larrys have recovered the fumble. Joe Felix, who had an excellent run back in the first quarter of tonight's game. Richie Arquette, as you see him in our picture, he was able to flop on the football and able to recover the fumble, and it was a good thing too. The Red Raiders would have been in super shape once again, but the Larrys come up with it. So you're going to look at, I think it is Tim Hayes. Gilbert at quarterback. The pitch goes back. Penalty marker is down on the play. Jeff LaPrade on the carry, but a penalty marker comes flying in, and we'll wait and see what the call is. And there you're going to look at Bill Jones, 6 foot 5 inches, 225 pounds. And I would not be the one wanting to try to stop him when he gets around the end and starts to make his trek downfield. It is like trying to stop a truck at about 60 or 70 miles an hour. So the penalty marker comes in. It is against the Larrys, so that forces them back deeper into their own territory. So it will now be 1st and 20 for the Larrys. Toby Gilbert still at quarterback. Gilbert is looking to throw. He pitches it out on this side. Arquette trying to pick up some of that yardage that they lost. And Arquette able to get back some of that yardage. 58 seconds remaining to play in the third quarter. 58 seconds remaining to play in the third. There's Richie Arquette. So Arquette is able to get back 10 yards, so it'll now be 2nd down and 10 for the Larrys. Gilbert trying to keep things going for the Larrys. The handoff. And around on the outside goes Jeff LaPrade. And LaPrade finds a little bit of a hole on the outside. And a nice pickup for LaPrade with 27 seconds remaining to play in the third. And it'll be 3rd down at about 3 for the Larrys. And time may run out here in the third quarter. Clock is down to 12 seconds. Larrys may get off one more play before the end of the third. Gilbert at quarterback, and they will get off one more play before the third quarter ends, and they will get nothing for their effort as the third quarter comes to a close. So, we've played 3. Our score, the Massena Red Raiders 20, the St. Lawrence Central Larrys 6 on the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard. Back after this.
Can you smell it? Kentucky Fried Chicken, now oven-roasted tender roast chicken and the Colonel's Original and Extra Crispy Chicken. And how about their chunky chicken pot pies? And don't forget the fixins, coleslaw, mashed potatoes, potato wedges, and choose from cornbread, garlic bread, or biscuits. Friendly service, a convenient drive-thru, or eat in their beautiful facility. Backed by popular demand, Buffalo-style wings, hot and mild. Kentucky Fried Chicken, 232 Main Street in Massena. They do chicken right.
When the heat is on this summer, cool it down with new shakes from the Norfolk Liquor Store in Norfolk. Mix your favorite shakes flavor, brandy cappuccino, bourbon butter pecan, or rum double chocolate with crushed ice for a refreshing beverage. Be sure to take advantage of the specials in the bottom of their barrel. You'll also find on special Black Velvet 1.75 liter and Lake Country red and white wine in the 3-liter bottle. All for you on special at the Norfolk Liquor Store, Route 56 in Norfolk. The The Wolf Clan Truck Stop and Restaurant on the east end of Akwesasne on Route 37 in Hogansburg is the place to go for the best home-cooked food around. The Wolf Clan Truck Stop and Restaurant has specials for you every day for breakfast and lunch. They're well known for their home-cooked meals, even delicious homemade soups and gravies. You'll even get the lowest prices on fuel, gas, and diesel, and a fair exchange on Canadian money. So when you're hungry for a delicious home-cooked meal, go to the Wolf Clan Truck Stop and Restaurant, located at the east end of Akwesasne, Route 37, Hogansburg. Phone 518-358-2201. Fourth quarter action ready to get underway. Fourth and long yardage, or excuse me, I should say fourth and about 7 or 8 yards. So Jones will be back to punt, and it's a fake, and Jones is trying to throw the ball up and pass it, and there is nobody there except for a bunch of Red Raider players. And I believe the Red Raiders have got the ball. So the Red Raiders in prime field position as Bill Jones with a little chicanery there, looking to try to pass the ball off. It looked like he was going to fake the punt and run it himself, but then decided to pass it to someone, and there was really nobody there. Now the decision comes here as the Red Raiders apparently have recovered the ball, and the penalty goes against the St. Lawrence Central Larrys as Bill Jones is called for intentional grounding. So the Red Raiders will take over 1st and 10 at the what appears to be the 28-yard line of the Larrys. We are in the fourth quarter here at Mike Nicholas Field. We are live here on Edwards Production Sports. The score, the Red Raiders 20 and the St. Lawrence Central Larrys 6. And the Red Raiders on the march once again. McCarthy goes in motion. Hubert, and he tries to get it off, and he is tackled immediately, and the Larrys have it back again. But a key tackle by number 55, Tommy Gow. And Gow with a big tackle forces the fumble, and the Larrys have it back again. Big recovery right there for the Larrys. And we'll get a look at it once again. Hubert ready to hand the ball off as McCarthy goes in motion. And Hubert met immediately by number 55, Tommy Gow. So the momentum back the other way once again, and the Larrys get a bit of a reprieve as they get the ball. Still in their own territory, back to pass. Pass is incomplete. It was intended for number 7, and that is Greg Huco. And Huco unable to make the reception. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Larrys at their own 35-yard line. Just an unbelievably balmy evening here in Massena, New York. And you get a look at the sidelines of the Massena Red Raiders. Gilbert. The handoff goes to Jones, and Jones picks up some key yardage there. In fact, Jones with a pickup of about 8 yards, it looks like, on the play. So Jones with key yardage for the Larrys. Let's get a look at Big Bill Jones. And Coach Tim Hayes says as long as his offensive line can punch some holes in there, Jones will finish up for them. Gilbert, the handoff goes to Jones again. And Jones up close to a 1st down. It'll be 4th down for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. And we'll take a look at it. It may be 4th and about about a half a yard. And it looks like the Larrys are, the officials called timeout. And it looks like we may get a measurement here as Tommy Gow is up and says, let's get a good look at that. So they will bring the chains in with 10:50 remaining to play in the ball game. 20-6. Red Raiders on top by 14. We hope you're enjoying our coverage of Northern Athletic Conference football here on Edwards Production Sports as the Larrys are about a half a yard short of a first down. Get a look at the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard and a big look at what down it is. Chris Tabor on camera tonight. Gary Edwards on camera as well. Our director is Chad Edwards. And on graphics tonight, Jason Deno. Gilbert. A handoff to Jones. And Jones has a first down and more. And Jones trying to head down to the goal line, but he is tagged from behind. And Jones with a huge run. And the Larrys are in business way downfield thanks to a great run by Bill Jones. And if Ryan McCarthy had not got there in time, Jones was off to the races. Get a look at it once again. Handoff to Jones. Jones with a little bit of a delay. Looked like he slipped, but it was just long enough to confuse everybody. And Jones with a head of steam with a bit of a stiff arm there on Ryan McCarthy as the Larrys have it down at around the 9-yard line. As you get a look at Bill Jones, a big rest and a little refreshment on the sideline. And Bill, a little bit winded after that big run out there. Jones did a lot of receiving last year. Played tight end position. Breaking the action. Red Raiders on top by 14. Back after this. Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. 10:13 remaining to play in the ball game. The Massena Red Raiders lead by a score of 20-6 on the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard. I'm Jamie Davis. Our first game of the 1996 Northern Athletic Conference football season. Gilbert from his own 9-yard line. The pitch going back to number 30, Jeff LaPrade. He draws a crowd, but the momentum carrying him for a few yards there. And it took a lot of Red Raiders to bring down number 30, Jeff LaPrade. So the Larrys, it will be second down. And the Larrys trying to make it 20-12 here. They are at the Red Raider 8-yard line. Gilbert is back to pass, looking in the end zone, slapped away by McCarthy. Pass was intended for Jeff LaPrade, but Ryan McCarthy reading it well, able to come in there and slap the ball down. So McCarthy with a big defensive play for the Red Raiders, and it'll be third down and goal to go for the Larrys with 9:22 remaining to play. Larry's hoping to put 6 on the board and then maybe more than likely go for 2. As the clock not in their favor at this point. Toby Gilbert at quarterback for the Larrys. The handoff. Here's Jones. And Jones doing nothing but looking straight ahead at the goal line. And he is finally stacked up by the Red Raiders. Jason Monticelli, John Rochford, and it looked like also number 73, Stephen Gardner, in on the tackle to try to stop Bill Jones. So the Larrys have called timeout. They would like nothing more than to get this one, and they want to talk it over. Our score is 20-6. Red Raiders up on top by 14. Back after this. Looking for a brand new or used vehicle? C&M Ford is the dealer to buy from. The overall experience of purchasing a vehicle from C&M Ford is sure to be a satisfying one. Our excellent sales staff will help you choose the proper car or truck to fit your budget. And the service department will keep you running through the use of a well-trained technical staff and state-of-the-art diagnostic tools. Also, don't forget C&M Ford's full-service body shop, which can help you keep your investment looking new. Our body shop can handle all collision damage repair as well as glass replacement. So, for total satisfaction before and after the sale, stop into C&M Ford, East Orvis Street in Massena. A gorgeous evening for football here at Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. Temperature right around the mid-60 mark. A very light breeze blowing, but a beautiful first part of September evening. 8:56 remaining to play. Our score is 20-6. The Red Raiders up on top, but the Larrys are threatening. Bill Jones is in for a touchdown. And Jones with a huge touchdown here for the Larrys at the 8:51 to go mark of the fourth quarter. That makes it 20-12. And the Larrys more than likely will go for two here and try to make it 20-14 on the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard. Hope you're enjoying our live coverage of Northern Athletic Conference football here on Edwards Production Sports. Some great sports action still to come. We have girls swimming, boys and girls soccer, and a lot more football to play here on Edwards Production Sports. Gilbert looking to the end zone, and it is picked off by Jason Monticelli, and of course Jason, natural reaction, wants to run it back, but of course the 2-point attempt is no good. So the Red Raiders maintain the lead by 8. And we'll get a chance to look at it again here. Gilbert, hand off to Jones. Jones into the end zone, even though the ball got away. Jones still having possession after he broke the plane, so it is a Larry's touchdown. And 8:51 remaining to play. The Larrys hoping to cause a fumble or get the ball back one way or the other here. And they are still playing catch up, but they have cut the lead to 8. Our score, Red Raiders 20 and the Larrys 12 with 8:51 remaining to play in the fourth quarter. And the Larrys will kick it off to the Red Raiders. And the defense for the Larrys will have to come alive and rise to the occasion here. Coach Tim Hayes has spoke highly of his defense this year. And hopes that they can come through here for them. The Red Raiders would like nothing better than to add a little padding to their lead, and it looks like the Larrys are setting up for an onside kick. And that is what they're going to do. And the Larrys may have it. And did it go the right amount? And it did. It went the right amount of yards, and the onside kick for the Red Raiders works. And a little chicanery by Coach Tim Hayes pans out for them. And the Larrys will get the ball once again. So a big call by Coach Tim Hayes as he puts all the cards on the table, and the gamble pays off. And we'll get a look at the onside kick once again by Bill Jones. And it goes the right amount of yards, and at the right place at the right time is number 34, Richie Arquette, and he stomps on it. And an elated Tim Hayes, Coach Tim Hayes, has his St. Lawrence Central Larrys in good position once again. Toby Gilbert at quarterback. Gilbert looking to the sideline. A pass and a high one intended for, looked like number 88, Ben Murtaugh. There you get a look at Ben Murtaugh. Ben Murtaugh, quite a tall target as well to hit out there. So it will be 2nd and 10 for the Larrys. From the Larry's 48-yard line. And we may have a motion penalty against the Larrys here. We'll have to wait and see. Red Raiders jumping in and out of the line of scrimmage there. And apparently good enough to get the Larrys to flinch a little bit. So a 5-yard penalty there. Now it'll be 2nd down and 15 for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys with 8:44 remaining to play in the ball game. 20-12 our score. The Larrys are down by 8. The handoff to Bill Jones, and a host of Red Raiders were waiting for that one. In on the tackle, first to get there was number 69, Mike Villeneuve, and also in on the tackle, the number 55 of Jeremiah Rhodes. So, Red Raiders keen on Bill Jones. Director Chad Edwards once again coming up with a great one-liner. Gilbert. And Gilbert trying to hit Murtaugh, and it is incomplete. Larry's looking for an offside call there, and they did not get it. And we'll take a look at it again on the replay. And we'll have to watch and see. Red Raiders trying to time it perfectly here, and wow, little stutter step right there, and very close, but it will continue on. We'll watch it once again. Well, real close. Anyway, 4th down and 15. And a flag comes in on the play. And we'll have to wait and see what this is all about. It may be motion against the Larrys, and I think that's what it is. Again, motion by the Larrys, and it will be 4th down and 20. And that is exactly what it is. Illegal motion. So, Larry's going the wrong way here after a very successful onside kick to try to get a new drive going. Bill Jones is back in punt formation. Ryan McCarthy and John Rochford are back, and neither of them won it. The ball takes a Larry's bounce, and it will be down there by Joe Felix. So the Red Raiders will take over their own territory. They have control of the clock. They have 7 minutes and 49 seconds remaining to play in the game. You get a look at the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard. We hope that you're enjoying Northern Athletic Conference football here on Edwards Production Sports. As we mentioned before, we have some great sports action to come this fall with girls swimming, boys and girls varsity soccer, and of course, lots of football. So stay with us. Hubert at quarterback. They send Monticelli in motion, and it will be LePage that gets the ball. And Scott LePage with the carry. Red Raiders right now contented to run that clock for all it's worth. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Red Raiders as they have it up across the 30, and we'll have it, we'd say, at the Red Raider 34-yard line. So the Red Raiders have the ball, and they have the clock on their side as well. The handoff goes up the middle And once again, Scott LePage on the carry, and LePage picks up big yardage, and he's very close to a first down. And the signal is that the Red Raiders have another first down. Clock is down to 7:04 and is running. 20-12 our score. Red Raiders up on top by 8. Some of the other games in the Northern Athletic Conference this weekend. The Canton Golden Bears will take on the Cyclones at Watertown. And we will get the rest of the schedule to you in a moment. Hubert at quarterback. And off to McCarthy. McCarthy around the far side. Ducks back in again. And McCarthy carrying a Larry tackler along with him. And McCarthy with a great carry. Finally, Jeff LaPrade bringing him down. And another Red Raider first down. So the drive continues for the Red Raiders, and they would like nothing more, as we said before, to probably pad their lead a little bit. So a big first down for the Red Raiders as they get it into Larry territory. And they have it at about the Larry's 43-yard line. Ogdensburg Free Academy Blue Devils will take on the Wildcats of Gouverneur. And the Malone Huskies will travel to Potsdam to take on the Sandstoners. The handoff up the middle goes to Scott LePage, number 45. And LePage with a big gain on the play. And LePage, we would say, a gain of about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Big thing for Massena is, as you get a look at the St. Lawrence Central Larrys and Bill Jones walking around the backfield. Big thing for the Red Raiders this year, most of the 1995 team returns, which will add a lot of depth to this team. Hubert at quarterback. Monticelli in motion. He gets the ball. And Monticelli gains about a yard or two on the play. And it will be 3rd down, it looks like, and about, 1 or about a half a yard to go. There you get a look at Jason Monticelli. And he has had quite an evening here for the Massena Red Raiders. He has had his number called in the huddle a number of times tonight. Alongside of him, a fellow who's played some great defense tonight. He's had the ball a few times as well. Number 31, Ryan McCarthy. Both those fellows have had a sensational ball game out there tonight for the Red Raiders. Hubert, the handoff immediately to Jason Monticelli. And Monticelli, it looks like he has the first down. Very, very close. We'll have to wait and see. Coming out of the ball game for the Larrys, it looks like it is number 68, Garth Hogan, coming out of the game. Richie Arquette coming back in. Also coming out of the game, number 64, Aaron Wonke. And Wonke is lumbering off. I don't know whether it's just fatigue or whether he's hurt. Apparently he's all right. Coming into the game, Garth Hogan. As we said, number 68 for the Larrys. 1st and 10 as the Red Raiders pick up yet another first down as their drive continues here. 4:27 remaining to play in the ball game. McCarthy. And a nice run by McCarthy, and McCarthy may have yet another Red Raider first down as McCarthy gets out to around the 20-yard line. We'll call it the 19-yard line of the Larrys, and another first down. And the Red Raiders are on the march once again. Their running game, as we said, is their nucleus of their team. 4:16 remaining. 20-12, Red Raiders up on top by 8 back after this. Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. The Red Raiders up on top of the Larrys by a score of 20-12 on the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard. 4:09 remaining to play. And the Red Raiders are just trying to run this clock for all it's worth right now as you get a look at number 45. And that is Scott LePage. And heard a lot of Scott tonight, too. He has had his share of carrying the ball, too. And Scott, of course, kind of a newcomer to the team. In that backfield with a couple of veterans, Jason Monticelli and Ryan McCarthy. Matt Hubert at quarterback. The handoff. And LePage again on the carry. And LePage just continuing to roll the Red Raiders along here. Got it down inside the 10-yard line. Well, very close to it. Close to the 10-yard line, I should say. It looks like it's spotted at about the 11-yard line. 3rd and 1 for the Red Raiders. They've been very successful on 3rd down conversions tonight. Fumble on the snap, and Hubert unable to hang on to it, but the Red Raiders cover up. Ryan McCarthy spotting the ball, getting away from the quarterback, and is able to jump all over it, so it'll be 4th down, and now about 7 for the Red Raiders. Hope you're enjoying our live coverage of Northern Athletic Conference football here on Edwards Production Sports. We're at Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. 2:19 remaining to play in the ball game. The score, the Massena Red Raiders 20 and the St. Lawrence Central Larrys 12. And it has been a beautiful evening here. Breaking the action back after this. 2:16 remaining to play. And there you get a look at the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard. Just an absolute picture-perfect evening for football here at Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. A lot of great games left to be played, we should say, here in the Northern Athletic Conference as we're just starting off. This is our first one here. Got a lot of great soccer action to come. Also, some great swimming action, too. So keep it right here for the best in high school sports action. That's Edwards Production Sports. 4th and 7 for the Massena Red Raiders. They have found themselves in the last 2 plays going in the wrong direction. Hubert is back to pass. Here comes the rush, and a big one. In on the tackle, Toby Gilbert with a huge rush. And he sets the Red Raiders going in the wrong direction once again. So the Larrys coming up big here defensively. A big play by Gilbert, and he will go on the offense now as the quarterback of this St. Lawrence Central Larrys team. So the Larrys, 2:10 remaining. They need 8 points to tie, so it would be a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Gilbert is back to pass. He is looking long, and he has a man downfield. And the crowd doesn't like that one. They look for a flag, the Larry's crowd. Jeff LaPrade down at the other end. John Rochford of the Red Raiders on the coverage. See him along the sideline, Greg Huco of the St. Lawrence Central Larrys, and 2:04 remaining to play as the incomplete pass does stop the clock for the Larrys. Gilbert hands the ball off to Bill Jones. Jones spinning, still on his feet, and it takes about 4 Red Raiders to bring him down. And Jones with some big yardage on the play. And it takes an awful lot of players to bring Bill Jones down. Watch it again on the replay. A great second and a third and a fourth effort by Bill Jones. Here it is. One player had a hold of his jersey. There's Monticelli in there. And then he attracts a whole lot of Red Raiders, and it takes a whole bunch of them to bring him down. and a penalty marker down on the play, and it may be a face mask, and that is what it is. So the Larrys with bonus yardage here on what appears to be a face mask penalty after the play. So Larry's in good position, but the clock is running with 1:40 remaining to play in the ball game. Here is Jones spinning again. Not much there as the Red Raiders have that cut off. So it'll be second down and I believe 10. And apparently something going on here. I don't know what it is. It might be something wrong with Bill Jones's equipment or something. It may be an equipment adjustment or something here. We don't know what it is. And Jones may have possibly cut himself. We'll have to wait and see. They are moving along the sideline there. So Bill Jones apparently cutting his hand or something there at the end of that play. So Jones will have to come out and go to the sideline. Gilbert at quarterback. Gilbert looking to pass, intended for Ben Murtaugh, quick pass. And it bounces off of Murtaugh, almost intercepted. You get a look at Big Ben Murtaugh. So the Larrys trying to keep things alive for themselves. And again, they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this one up. It'll be third down and about 9.5 for the Larrys. The pitch back to Jones. He is looking long. And they have a man open. And John Rochford again comes in with a big play and gets a paw on it at the tail end. So a bit of chicanery by the Larrys. John Rochford with a big play there as Jeff LaPrade was downfield. And we'll get a chance to look at it once again. Gilbert with the pitch back to Jones. Jones comes around and looks long down the field. LaPrade, number 30, open, but Rochford comes flying in and is able to slap it away at the very end. So a big defensive play by John Rochford for the Massena Red Raiders. And it'll be 4th and 10. The pitch to Jones, and Jones is met immediately, tries to get the pass off. It is intercepted. And coming up with the ball is Mike Flynn for the Red Raiders. And that may do it for the Larrys. Jones trying to get that pass off. The Red Raiders read the play well. And it remains 20-12 on the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard with 45 seconds remaining to play in the ball game. So, the Red Raiders with a key play of the game right there as Jones trying to hit on the play before Jeff LaPrade, number 30, and John Rochford coming up with a big defensive play. And now Mike Flynn has intercepted the ball, and the Red Raiders are in business once again. And apparently a problem with the snap there a little bit. And it looked like he went down, but boy, I'll tell you, he went down awful quick. And 24 seconds remaining to play, and he wants to kill off some time, but I thought he would go down on one knee, but that is the fastest I've ever seen anybody go down on one knee before. There you get a look at the clock with 15 seconds remaining to play. That was a little bit better. And the Red Raiders will run it out. And they will take the opening game of the 1996 season by a score of 20-12 over the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. And a big win for them against a big arch rival here at Mike Nicholas Field. So a big game for the Massena Red Raiders as their running game paid off for them big time tonight. And the big offensive player of the game definitely has to be Jason Monticelli, having a fantastic game out there offensively. Well, we'll take a look at all the touchdowns in this contest. Our first touchdown of the game came on a 2-yard run by Jason Monticelli. And Monticelli from 2 yards out is in for the touchdown. Then the St. Lawrence Central Larrys came back, and Bill Jones, in fact, the Larrys came right back. A great second effort. Jones spinning off tackle, heading down the sideline, and goes in for a Larry's touchdown. That made it 6 apiece. Then the Red Raiders, again on a drive. They sent McCarthy in motion. The pitch came out to McCarthy. He came around the right side and danced his way into the end zone. That made it 12-6 in favor of the Red Raiders. And then Jason Monticelli, finding his way through a hole, able to gallop down the sideline and just make it across the line and into the end zone for a touchdown. And then the Larrys trying to make a comeback, give it to Big Bill Jones, and he gets across the line and breaks the plane just in time before the ball came loose, and the Larrys picked up another touchdown, and that is the way it ended, by the score of 20-12 in a victory for the Red Raiders. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of Northern Athletic Conference football. The final score, once again, on the Kentucky Fried Chicken scoreboard, the Red Raiders 20 and the Larrys 12. So long for now from Mike Nicholas Field in Massena.